Hello, everyone. So, I just want to talk about the insanity that's happening at the moment. There's a huge meltdown on Twitter and on other social media platforms that are still going at the moment. And it's to do with Facebook, it's to do with Instagram and WhatsApp too. So, obviously, millions and probably millions of people unable to use Facebook and things like that. The only one I use out of that is Facebook, to be totally honest. I have WhatsApp, but barely use it and barely look. The only reason why I have it is to look at the Tally Towns group, our local Tally Towns group. That's the only reason why. Don't use it any other way. But the thing is, and everybody's freaking out over it. One point, the first point is, people can't live without it. And I know it's hard, and I will be. I'm guilty too, looking at Facebook every once in a while. But I use my Facebook. I do have a Facebook page, but what I use my Facebook account for is really to talk to family, and to talk to friends, my close friends, and you talk to them. That's what I use Facebook for. I don't really use a social media platform, like YouTube or like Twitter. I kind of just use it for close family and friends to talk to them, if you know what I'm saying. So that's what they use it for. Um, so secondly, again, we can't live without it. We have to learn to live without sometimes the internet. We have to learn to live without it. Because we neglect family, we neglect other things. We all focus on the internet, and again, it's such a good thing. But again, having too much of a good thing is not a good thing. That's what I learned. But again, I am guilty sometimes of looking on Facebook to see what's happening. Um, but yeah, and then the other thing is too, and it's interesting. I actually was thinking about this off the top of my head the other day. I seen about a social media platform. It was a very small social media platform, some other country. They were getting data of people who were using it, and IDs and things like that. And obviously that's not good, and obviously that breaks data protection law. In this country, there's data protection laws. Doesn't mean anything. It's not worth a damn, the data protection laws in this country. And the reason why the COVID digital assault, that you have to give your private information, your private medical information, to a total stranger if you're going into a pub or restaurant. Now tell me if that's against the data protection law or not. Giving your private personal details, of your medical details, your health status, in other words, to a random person in the pub in the restaurant, or to a member on Garda O'Connor, or to whoever. And again, you don't see them marching up the High Court to do something about it. But again, the other thing too is the data on, take for example, as I say, Facebook, or WhatsApp. I'm always very concerned about my data, even on Twitter and YouTube. I'm very concerned about my data, taking my identity, selling it on. Because social media platforms do that. You can't trust them. You really can't trust the big tech companies. Um, but you have to always be wary, as it's supposed to say. And I know many people use VPNs and things like that. Now I don't think they're much good, because again, there's always a back door into something, as I know, for technology. As I said about TikTok, the big thing I worry about TikTok, China invented it. And there's obviously a back door. Everybody who creates a web page or anything, there's always a back door into it. And what I mean by that is there's a back door that's an undetected access to it. It's the same with everything, and hackers exploit it. But again, I do say to people, to be careful with the internet safety. Really do be careful with your data on the internet. Be careful with what you live out there. I know I'm a public figure. It's very easy to find out things about me. It's not very hard. If you look hard enough, you find it. It's very little I keep private. I kind of just say straight. I don't really hide behind things. I say straight. I really just do. Forgive me for a few notes. I just have a few notes down for this. That's the first time ever. Just so I had it in my head, because I end up blanking and forget what I was going to say. But yeah, again, we have to try and live without sometimes it, and I know it's not. It's a good thing too. As I say, too much of a good thing is not a good thing. But it is good. I do find it good, because I do have people who I knew from my childhood who are living in. There's one living in Poland, and there's ones living in Australia and New Zealand. People that are originally from Buttersbridge. And I talk to them every once in a while across the globe, and that's a good thing. That's really, really good. Instead of sending them letters, it's good. It's good to talk. Again, it's good to talk. But too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Because again, as I say about my Facebook account, there's too much. I do put a lot of detail into my Facebook account and where I work and things like that. It's very easy to find it. It really, really is very easy to find it. And this, like social media, they have, even though you're anonymous, even somebody just said to me once, and this is the thing about anonymous, again, so just say straight, that you can't really be this anonymous. You can be anonymous, but your IP can be traced and things like that. Like, it can be done, even though you have VPN and things like that. It can be done. It has been done. I've seen it happen before. I've seen people with VPNs had the best VPNs and things like that. And I've seen people saying, they paid, I think somebody paid, must have been about 50 or 60 euro a month for VPN. And it's supposed to be very military, like military encryption. That you have to be military mind to encrypt, where this person lives, and they found out where they lived and everything like that. Again, with the modern age, it's very hard to know. When I first started with it, I was kind of an old boomer. For a long time I didn't know much about the internet things or anything like that. When I got onto the internet, first of all, I'm still to this day very cautious with it. Things like that. I'm very cautious with it, as I always were. I'm kind of a cautious person anyway. But it is. You have to remember that the internet's a very expanded pace. There's hundreds of websites. There's loads of things happening. There's hackers. There's people out to steal your data. And again, I'm not trying to frighten anybody like that. Don't get me wrong and saying you're going to go out to the woods and stay in the woods and never come back. No, don't do that. We don't want you to do that now. But just to be careful, be mindful of that. Be mindful of what people are and what companies are asking you for. So yeah, just be careful. So yeah, leave it there. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.